Wisconsin farmers had a few drier days to get into the field, but with October flying by, frustrations are rising. Progress was made in harvesting corn silage, soybeans, hay, and corn for high moisture grain. Farmers have now completed 69% of corn for silage. Statewide, though, we are still 24 days behind last year. Soybeans are ready, but it's a matter of if farmers can get their equipment into the field to harvest. Winter wheat is now close to 60% planted, but that's also about 12 days behind average. World Dairy Expo is known as a spot for companies to launch new products. This year, the focus seemed to be on cutting costs and addressing labor issues. One product I saw claims to do both and improve your herd health. The latest farm hand isn't a hand at all. It's a teat spray robot.
Performs some of the tasks like applying a hygienic solution to the teats before milking in the prep routine or after milking. So again, in that particular case, the elimination of labor to perform that same task, but doing it in a much more consistent way with a high degree of accuracy.
The machine can handle 514 cows an hour. It's one way large farms are incorporating robotics into rotary milking parlors.
You know, when we talk about work efficiency, it's not only the ergonomics, but how the labor is applied. So when we start bringing technologies, we aren't necessarily offsetting labor, but perhaps employing labor in a more effective way. Instead of doing those mundane tasks, that labor can be deployed into tasks and management of the herd and so on, as related to overall milk production and that animal welfare.
In addition to changing the labor load, the TSR sprays the exact same way each time.
The cows thrive on consistency, and it further helps them express their genetic potential. And it does that because it's always the same experience.
The same is true for popular robotic milking systems. Like the cows, farmers also appreciate the consistency.
The robotic milking unit shows up, right? Doesn't get frustrated.
Companies continue to see technology as a way to retain a workforce, not eliminate it.
So it's simply a shift and higher skill sets and so on that's more attuned to the younger population that will be the succession plan for these operations.
A local winery tells me they are not harvesting any grapes this year. The rain, winds, and other severe weather conditions snapped vineyard posts at Trout Springs and Greenleaf, which delayed their grape crop. Now, the owners were still expecting to have about 3 tons of grapes to harvest. That is until the deer helped themselves.
Once they got a taste of the grapes, they didn't just tell their family, they brought their whole relation in and they ate everything.
This is only the second time since opening this winery will not have a harvest. There's a new variety of apple called the Cosmic Crisp set to hit produce aisles December 1st. The fruit gets its name from the yellow dots on its skin, which resemble stars. This apple is a cross between Honeycrisp and Enterprise apples. Hemp Harvest is wrapping up in Wisconsin as we're inching toward that hard freeze. One farmer likened the process of growing hemp to, quote, jumping out of an airplane and building a parachute on the way down. They say there is a lot to learn about this plant. The interest in growing CBD, though, is there. That's derived from hemp. National companies, including Ben & Jerry's Ice Cream and Nabisco, want to put CBD in their products, but are still waiting to clear some hurdles with the FDA. Despite the uncertainties, hemp is attracting a new generation to farming.
It is interesting. The average age in the U.S. for farmers is 60 years old. And the average first-time farmer in the U.S. is 46 years old. So coming in as 33 as a farmer puts me way below the average.
Hemp farmers are also waiting for the U.S. Department of Agriculture rules expected this year that would put hemp in the same status as other agricultural commodities, and this would qualify hemp farms for loans and insurance.